Okay, and we are rolling here, it seems. Hey everyone, it's Will here, and it's been a while since I did a video update, but since we're sort of on lockdown here in LA with the whole coronavirus thing, I decided what better time than to do a video update on MazeQuest 3. So we sort of lost about a month here when we realized that the overall app size on iOS was coming in close to um, 1 gigabyte. It was 931 megabytes, and it was sort of weird because on Android the app size was 145 megabytes, and it all came down to this weird thing where on iOS devices our compressed PNG images were actually um, they were blown up to about 10 times the size because PNGs, and this is real technical talk, but a PNG is a file that's actually has transparency in it, and we were using that transparency. But when that PNG goes to an iOS device, it unpacks it, and so all the space, so say on, let me just show you a character sprite, and I'll show you kind of like what we were dealing with. Um, let's see, let me pick one. Here we go. Actually, these are really old. Let's find one that's a little bit more recent. How about this one? Okay, well, this is not actually what let me open it in Photoshop. Okay, so you see all the blank space in between, this checkered space, that's basically that's white space, and it's transparent. Um, and Initially, when we were designing the sprite sheets for MazeQuest 3, I was assuming that the file size that I was getting through the operating system, so that's 54 kilobytes, which is not a whole lot. 54 kilobytes is like nothing. So I was kind of assuming that that's all that the device would read, and that's all that I was putting on the device. Well, what happens is when iOS devices load PNG images, um, basically every pixel, and it unpacks this PNG and basically turns it into a file where like every single pixel, whether or not it's blank or it has an image on it, all of this counts towards the file size. So that basically swells this whole image up to about 10 to 15 times the size. So that's what was going on, and so it forced us to really consolidate the graphics, because we have a lot of characters in the game. In fact, this is just a few of them. This is not, I would say we probably have, see, I haven't even counted, but I mean, we have over 100 characters. So what I'm doing now, and what I've been doing the last month, first we had to start with the maps, all the maps. We had different sheets, sprite sheets for all the maps. I consolidated all the map sprite sheets into one. That took a while. So let me just show you. For giggles, I'll show you the there. This is for all the maps. So I combined. I mean, this took a while because all these were on separate sprite sheets with a lot of white space, and this still has some white space. You know, this still has some unused space, but I mean, this is about as efficient as we could get, building all the maps from these tiles. And yeah, that took a while in itself. But now the characters. Here's the thing: is now. So we have all these characters. This is just you know, one level out of 5. And so we have all these characters here. And what I basically did now is we're loading in all the pieces of the characters, because there's a lot of pieces that are the same. You see all these heads. These heads are the same. The bodies are basically the same. We've just layered clothes on top of them. So all these bodies are one file now, or coming out of one, graphic now, rather than before. They were all, there was a lot of duplicates, and so basically now we're even coloring these things in the program. Like, so you see there's hats, maybe not on this one, but we can have different color hats now, like cowboy hats, and we don't have to actually use different files. So we're coloring dresses, we're coloring shirts, we're coloring pants, but it makes it a little bit more efficient. But the thing is that efficiency, it does take time, because now for every character I actually have to go in and specify the piece that builds that character, and then I specify the color that's going to be applied to that part. And that's what I've been doing the last 3 days or so. Just going through each level and inputting manually every single bit. So anyway, that's what's going on. We would like to launch this game this month. And now that this coronavirus scare has got us all kind of house quarantined, it might actually happen. So there's the plus side here, if that matters to anybody. It sure matters to me. I'm really ready to move on from this game. I mean, it's going to be a really fun game. I mean, I enjoy it. But whether or not anybody else is looking forward to it, I am looking forward to getting it released. So yeah. So anyway, that's where we're at right now, and I hope to share more soon. This is probably going to take me at least another day or two to get this done, and then we should be ready to put in another build up through test flight. I got music things to do. We got sound effects stuff to do. But good news is we have a little bit of time to do it. So, all right, everyone, stay safe. And talk to your family, talk to your loved ones. It's an exciting time to be alive, because it's an interesting time to be alive. And yeah, we'll get through this. All right, guys. Talk to you later.